Welcome to Simple Understanding channel. In this video, we'll dive into a comprehensive practice test designed to prepare you for success in CLTD exam. If you're just joining us, be sure to check out the earlier videos in the CLTD playlist, where we explained every module of the 9 modules of CLTD curriculum with detailed explanation and real companies examples. To make your studies easier, I've put together some great resources that you can download from the description below. First, a 600-plus page comprehensive ebook guide that covers every aspect of CLTD, from foundational logistics principles to advanced strategies. Packed with real-world examples, case studies, and insights from leading companies, this resource provides the depth you need to master the curriculum. Second, practice with 2,500 questions, covering both theoretical and scenario-based topics. Each question includes a detailed answer explanation, helping you grasp core concepts and practical applications. Third, access 1,850 flashcards with essential terms and definitions, organized by module for quick reviews and easy reinforcement of key concepts. This study package provides everything you need to excel in CLTD, from comprehensive content explanations to practical test-taking strategies. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now, let's jump into our video today. We've crafted 230 multiple-choice questions, same to the real exams, broken down into 9 modules, with each module containing from 20 to 30 questions. You'll find detailed explanations for each question to ensure you not only know the right answer, but understand the reasoning behind it. Whether you're brushing up on key concepts or testing your knowledge, this video is your go-to resource. Let's get started and take your preparation to the next level. Let's begin with Module 1, Logistics Overview and Strategy. Question 1. A global e-commerce company wants to reduce last-mile delivery costs without sacrificing delivery speed. Which strategy would best align with this goal? Option A. Centralize distribution hubs in one region. Option B. Partner with local 3PLs for hyperlocal fulfillment. Option C. Increase safety stock levels. Option D. Implement blockchain for payment tracking. The correct answer is Option B. Partner with local 3PLs. Explanation. Partnering with third-party logistics providers enables localized delivery networks, reducing last-mile distance and costs while maintaining speed. Question 2. A manufacturer faces frequent stockouts due to demand fluctuations. Which inventory management approach would most effectively mitigate this risk? Option A. Just-in-time JIT. Option B. Safety stock optimization. Option C. Cross-docking. Option D. Vendor-managed inventory VMI. The correct answer is Option B. Safety stock optimization. Explanation. Safety stock acts as a buffer against demand variability, unlike just-in-time, which increases stockout risks. Question 3. Which metric is most critical for evaluating logistics cost efficiency in a lean supply chain? Option A. On-time delivery rate. Option B. Inventory turnover ratio. Option C. Order fill rate. Option D. Cost to serve. The correct answer is Option D. Cost to serve. Explanation. Cost to serve measures total logistics expenses per customer or order, directly aligning with lean cost reduction goals. Question 4. A retail company aims to reduce its carbon footprint. Which transportation mode should it prioritize for long-haul shipments? Option A. Air freight. Option B. Rail transport. Option C. Truckload shipping. Option D. Parcel carriers. The correct answer is Option B. Rail transport. Explanation. Rail emits fewer emissions per ton-mile than road or air transport, supporting sustainability objectives. Question 5. Which scenario best illustrates the trade-off between logistics costs and service levels? Option A, using premium air freight to meet same-day delivery guarantees. Option B, automating warehouse picking systems. Option C, adopting RFID for inventory tracking. Option D, outsourcing to a 4PL provider. The correct answer is option A, using premium air freight. Explanation: air freight increases costs but ensures high service levels and speed, highlighting the cost-service trade-off. Question 6. A logistics manager wants to improve supply chain resilience. Which strategy would most align with this goal? Option A, single sourcing raw materials. Option B, implementing predictive analytics. Option C, diversifying supplier geographies. Option D, reducing safety stock. The correct answer is option C, diversifying supplier geographies. Explanation: supplier diversification mitigates geopolitical or regional disruption risks, enhancing resilience. Question 7. Which technology is most effective for real-time visibility in global container shipments? Option A, IoT sensors. Option B, blockchain. Option C, AI-driven demand forecasting. Option D, automated guided vehicles, AGVs. The correct answer is option A, IoT sensors. Explanation: IoT sensors provide live tracking of location, temperature, and handling conditions during transit. Question 8. A third-party logistics provider managing a client's warehousing and transportation is an example of. Option A, inbound logistics. Option B, outbound logistics. Option C, for PL services. Option D, reverse logistics. The correct answer is option B, outbound logistics. Explanation: outbound logistics involves delivering finished goods to customers, which 3PLs often handle. Question 9. Which KPI is most relevant for assessing order fulfillment accuracy? Option A, perfect order rate. Option B, inventory carrying cost. Option C, freight cost per unit. Option D, dock-to-stock time. The correct answer is option A, perfect order rate. Explanation: the perfect order rate measures error-free deliveries, including accuracy and timeliness. Question 10. A company adopts a hub-and-spoke distribution model. What is the primary advantage? Option A, reduce transportation costs through consolidation. Option B, faster last-mile delivery. Option C, lower inventory carrying costs. Option D, simplified supplier management. The correct answer is option A, reduce transportation costs through consolidation. Explanation: hub-and-spoke consolidates shipments at hubs, optimizing route efficiency and reducing costs. Question 11. Which factor is most critical when designing a decentralized distribution network? Option A, proximity to suppliers. Option B, customer density in target markets. Option C, labor cost variability. Option D, government trade policies. The correct answer is option B, customer density in target markets. Explanation: decentralized networks prioritize local customer proximity to reduce delivery lead times. Question 12. A company using the balanced scorecard in logistics would track employee training programs under which perspective? Option A, financial. Option B, customer. Option C, internal processes. Option D, learning and growth. The correct answer is option D, learning and growth. Explanation: this perspective focuses on workforce development and innovation capabilities. Question 13. Which strategy aligns with green logistics objectives? Option A, increasing air freight usage. Option B, implementing returnable packaging. Option C, centralizing global warehouses. Option D, reducing order cycle time. The correct answer is option B, implementing returnable packaging. Explanation: returnable packaging minimizes waste and supports circular economy principles. Question 14. A logistics firm uses AI to predict maintenance needs for its truck fleet. This is an example of option A, predictive analytics. Option B, process reengineering. Option C, demand forecasting. Option D, Six Sigma. The correct answer is option A, predictive analytics. Explanation: predictive analytics uses historical data and AI to anticipate equipment failures. Question 15. Which risk mitigation strategy is most effective for geopolitical disruptions? Option A, increasing safety stock. Option B, multi-sourcing from stable regions. Option C, adopting JIT logistics. Option D, reducing transportation modes. The correct answer is option B, multi-sourcing from stable regions. Explanation: multi-sourcing reduces dependency on politically unstable regions. Question 16. A company's logistics costs rise due to frequent LTL shipments. Which action would best address this? Option A, switch to rail transport. Option B, consolidate shipments into full truckloads. Option C, increase warehouse automation. Option D, outsource to a 4PL. The correct answer is option B, consolidate shipments into full truckloads. Explanation: consolidation reduces LTL costs by achieving economies of scale with full truckloads. Question 17. Which scenario illustrates the bullwhip effect? Option A, a retailer's demand forecasts inaccurately amplify upstream order variability. Option B, a warehouse reduces labor costs via automation. Option C, a 3PL provider optimizes route planning. Option D, a manufacturer adopts cross-docking. The correct answer is option A. A retailer's demand forecasts inaccurately amplify upstream order variability. Explanation: the bullwhip effect refers to demand distortion increasing upstream in the supply chain. Question 18. Which technology enables seamless data sharing across supply chain partners without a central authority? Option A, ERP systems. Option B, blockchain. Option C, IoT. Option D, cloud computing. The correct answer is option B, blockchain. Explanation: blockchain provides decentralized, tamper-proof record-keeping for multi-party transparency. Question 19. A company using Kaizen in logistics would focus on option A, radical process overhauls. Option B, incremental employee-driven improvements. Option C, outsourcing non-core functions. Option D, predictive analytics. The correct answer is option B, incremental employee-driven improvements. Explanation: Kaizen emphasizes continuous, small improvements involving all employees. Question 20. Which factor is most critical for successful cross-docking? Option A, high inventory accuracy. Option B, real-time coordination between inbound and outbound shipments. Option C, low transportation costs. Option D, automated storage systems. The correct answer is option B, real-time coordination between inbound and outbound shipments. Explanation: cross-docking requires precise timing to transfer goods directly from inbound to outbound vehicles. Question 21. A high inventory turnover ratio typically indicates option A, poor sales performance. Option B, efficient inventory management. Option C, excessive safety stock. Option D, high warehousing costs. Correct answer is option B, efficient inventory management. Explanation: high turnover suggests quick inventory sales, reducing carrying costs and obsolescence risks. Question 22. Which logistics strategy is most aligned with a cost leadership business model? A. Premium expedited shipping. B. Economies of scale in transportation. C. Customized packaging. D. Decentralized distribution. Correct answer. B. Economies of scale in transportation. Explanation. Economies of scale lower per unit costs, supporting cost leadership. Question 23. Which statement best describes a 4PL provider's role? A. Manages warehouse operations. B. Provides end-to-end supply chain integration. C. Offers freight brokerage services. D. Specializes in reverse logistics. Correct answer. B. Provides end-to-end supply chain integration. Explanation. 4PLs act as integrators, overseeing multiple 3PLs and optimizing the entire supply chain. Question 24. A port strike disrupts inbound container shipments. Which risk mitigation strategy would best address this? A. Increase safety stock. B. Diversify to air freight. C. Use alternate ports in the network. D. Renegotiate carrier contracts. Correct answer. C. Use alternate ports in the network. Explanation. Multi-port strategies reduce reliance on a single node, enhancing supply chain agility. Question 25. Which lean principle focuses on eliminating non-value-added activities? A. Kaizen. B. Jidoka. C. Muda. D. Hijunka. Correct answer. C. Muda. Explanation. Muda refers to waste reduction, a core lean goal. Question 26. A company uses drones for delivering medicines to remote areas. This innovation aligns with A. Last-mile delivery optimization. B. Cross-docking efficiency. C. Freight cost reduction. D. Demand forecasting. Correct answer. A. Last-mile delivery optimization. Explanation. Drones improve last-mile reach and speed in hard-to-access regions. Question 27. Which factor is most critical for effective demand forecasting? A. Historical sales data accuracy. B. Warehouse layout optimization. C. Freight consolidation. D. Automated order picking. Correct answer. A. Historical sales data accuracy. Explanation. Accurate historical data improves statistical forecasting models. Question 28. A logistics manager wants to reduce order cycle time. Which action is most effective? A. Implement vendor-managed inventory, VMI. B. Increase batch production sizes. C. Use slower, cheaper transportation. D. Centralize all inventories in one warehouse. Correct answer. Implement vendor-managed inventory, VMI. Explanation. VMI allows suppliers to replenish stock proactively, shortening order lead times. Question 29. Which statement best reflects the purpose of a free trade zone, FTZ? A. Reduces customs duties on imported components. B. Increases transportation lead times. C. Limits cross-border trade flexibility. D. Prioritizes domestic supplier partnerships. Correct answer. A. Reduces customs duties on imported components. Explanation. FTZs defer or eliminate duties on goods until they enter the domestic market. Question 30. Autonomous vehicles and logistics are most likely to impact A. Long-haul trucking efficiency. B. Warehouse lighting systems. C. Supplier negotiation processes. D. Demand forecasting accuracy. Correct answer. A. Long-haul trucking efficiency. Explanation. Autonomous trucks optimize fuel use and reduce labor costs in long-haul routes. Let's start with Module 2, Logistics Network Design. Question 1. What is the advantage of using multimodal transportation in logistics networks? A. Reduces reliance on a single transportation mode. B. Increases transportation complexity. C. Eliminates customs clearance requirements. D. Limits route flexibility. Correct answer. A. Reduces reliance on a single transportation mode. Explanation. Multimodal transport provides flexibility, reduces costs, and enhances efficiency. Question 2. Which risk is most relevant for a global logistics network? A. Currency exchange rate fluctuations. B. Local delivery delays. C. Warehouse temperature control. D. Employee absenteeism. Correct answer. A. Currency exchange rate fluctuations. Explanation. Exchange rate fluctuations affect global operations by altering import-export costs and pricing structures. Question 3. How can AI improve logistics network design? A. Enhances predictive analytics for demand forecasting. B. Reduces the need for supplier audits. C. Increases warehouse costs. D. Eliminates the need for human oversight. Correct answer. A. Enhances predictive analytics for demand forecasting. Explanation. AI improves network efficiency by optimizing demand forecasting, reducing delays, and improving routing. Question 4. How does crisis management support logistics networks? A. Provides emergency response strategies for disruptions. B. Eliminates all logistics risks. C. Increases order lead times. D. Reduces supplier diversity. Correct answer. A. Provides emergency response strategies for disruptions. Explanation. Crisis management ensures swift action in response to disruptions, minimizing business impact. Question 5. What is the primary reason companies use hybrid logistics networks? A. To increase operational complexity. B. To balance cost efficiency and customer service. C. To reduce transportation mode options. D. To eliminate demand fluctuations. Correct answer. B. To balance cost efficiency and customer service. Explanation. Hybrid networks integrate centralized and decentralized structures, balancing cost and service levels. Question 6. What is a major cybersecurity risk in logistics networks? A. Physical theft of goods. B. Data breaches in transportation management systems. C. Delays due to weather conditions. D. Poor warehouse lighting. Correct answer. B. Data breaches in transportation management systems. Explanation. Data breaches in logistics can expose sensitive information and disrupt operations. Question 7. Which technology is most useful for optimizing logistics network design? A. Geographic Information Systems, GIS. B. Radio Frequency Identification, RFID. C. Warehouse Management Systems, WMS. D. 3D Printing. Correct answer. A. Geographic Information Systems, GIS. Explanation. GIS enables data-driven site selection by analyzing geospatial factors and transportation networks. Question 8. How can logistics networks prepare for natural disasters? A. Establishing redundant distribution centers and alternative transportation routes. B. Increasing inventory levels indefinitely. C. Reducing warehouse workforce. D. Centralizing all operations in one region. Correct answer. A. Establishing redundant distribution centers and alternative transportation routes. Explanation. Redundant networks and contingency planning improve resilience to natural disasters. Question 9. What is a major challenge of just-in-time JIT logistics and network design? A. Increased inventory holding costs. B. Higher risk of supply chain disruptions. C. Reduced dependence on suppliers. D. Lower warehouse utilization. Correct answer. B. Higher risk of supply chain disruptions. Explanation. JIT reduces inventory, but makes the supply chain more vulnerable to disruptions due to minimal stock buffers. Question 10. How does a decentralized distribution network impact lead times and transportation costs? A. Increases lead times and reduces transportation costs. B. Reduces lead times but increases transportation costs. C. Increases both lead times and transportation costs. D. Reduces both lead times and transportation costs. Correct answer. B. Reduces lead times but increases transportation costs. Explanation. Decentralized networks reduce lead times by placing inventory closer to demand centers, but may increase transportation costs due to dispersed shipments. Question 11. Why is scenario planning important in logistics network design? A. Prepares businesses for demand fluctuations and disruptions. B. Reduces the need for forecasting. C. Increases supply chain rigidity. D. Eliminates supplier risks. Correct answer. A. Prepares businesses for demand fluctuations and disruptions. Explanation. Scenario planning helps companies anticipate potential disruptions and plan accordingly. Question 12. What is an effective strategy for managing inventory risk in logistics networks? A. Using buffer stock and demand forecasting models. B. Relying solely on historical sales data. C. Reducing the number of suppliers. D. Increasing order cycle time. Correct answer. A. Using buffer stock and demand forecasting models. Explanation. Buffer stock helps absorb demand fluctuations, while forecasting optimizes inventory levels. Question 13. Which factor is most critical when selecting a warehouse location? A. Real estate costs. B. Proximity to demand centers. C. Availability of skilled labor. D. Local tax incentives. Correct answer. B. Proximity to demand centers. Explanation. Warehouses must be strategically placed near demand centers to optimize order fulfillment speed. Question 14. How does blockchain technology help in logistics network risk management? A. Enhances supply chain visibility and security. B. Eliminates all supply chain risks. C. Increases delivery lead times. D. Reduces the need for multimodal transport. Correct answer. A. Enhances supply chain visibility and security. Explanation. Blockchain secures transactions and enhances traceability, reducing fraud and inefficiencies. Question 15. What is a common strategy to mitigate supplier reliability risks in network design? A. Implementing a dual sourcing strategy. B. Reducing order frequency. C. Increasing safety stock at all facilities. D. Eliminating low-cost suppliers. Correct answer. A. Implementing a dual sourcing strategy. Explanation. Dual sourcing ensures continuity by having backup suppliers in case of disruptions. Question 16. Which strategy helps mitigate regulatory risks in global logistics networks? A. Monitoring trade regulations and customs policies. B. Eliminating imports and exports. C. Reducing warehouse size. D. Avoiding compliance documentation. Correct answer. A. Monitoring trade regulations and customs policies. Explanation. Keeping track of regulations ensures smooth customs clearance and avoids penalties. Question 17. What role does insurance play in logistics risk management? A. Covers financial losses due to cargo damage or theft. B. Eliminates all transportation risks. C. Reduces customs delays. D. Lowers warehouse operating costs. Correct answer. A. Covers financial losses due to cargo damage or theft. Explanation. Insurance mitigates financial risks by providing coverage against damages and losses. Question 18. Why is supply chain scalability important in network design? A. Allows businesses to adapt to changing demand and market conditions. B. Increases transportation costs. C. Reduces warehouse efficiency. D. Limits network expansion. Correct answer. A. Allows businesses to adapt to changing demand and market conditions. Explanation. A scalable network accommodates growth, market shifts, and fluctuating demand. Question 19. What is the main advantage of a multi-echelon distribution network? A. Reduces overall inventory costs while maintaining service levels. B. Eliminates the need for centralized warehousing. C. Increases safety stock at all levels. D. Reduces the need for supplier diversification. Correct answer. Reduces overall inventory costs while maintaining service levels. Explanation. Multi-echelon networks balance inventory across tiers, optimizing costs and improving service. Question 20. What is a key factor in balancing transportation and facility costs? A. Increasing transportation routes. B. Using optimization models for cost trade-offs. C. Avoiding multimodal transport. D. Reducing facility size. Correct answer. B. Using optimization model for cost trade-offs. Explanation. Optimization models help balance fixed facility costs with variable transportation costs. Let's start with Module 3, Sustainability in Reverse. Logistics. Question 1. Which of the following strategies best reduces CO2 emissions in last-mile delivery? A. Using smaller delivery trucks. B. Shifting to electric and hybrid delivery vehicles. C. Increasing warehouse storage capacity. D. Reducing packaging material weight. Correct answer. B. Shifting to electric and hybrid delivery vehicles. Explanation. Electric and hybrid vehicles significantly lower carbon emissions compared to traditional fuel-based vehicles. Question 2. A logistics company wants to improve sustainability by reducing waste. Which action provides the most long-term benefit? A. Switching to biodegradable packaging. B. Offering discounts on return packaging. C. Reducing the number of supply chain partners. D. Increasing storage time for unsold goods. Correct answer. Switching to biodegradable packaging. Explanation. Biodegradable packaging reduces waste accumulation, promoting long-term sustainability. Question 3. Which regulatory measure is designed to reduce carbon emissions in logistics operations? A. Emission trading systems, ETS. B. Tax incentives for supply chain efficiency. C. Import tariffs on high-carbon products. D. Subsidies for traditional fuel use. Correct answer. A. Emission trading systems, ETS. Explanation. ETS allows companies to buy and sell carbon credits, incentivizing emissions reduction. Question 4. What is a key benefit of life cycle assessment, LCA, in supply chain sustainability? A. Minimizing production costs. B. Identifying environmental impacts throughout a product's life cycle. C. Reducing lead times in supply chains. D. Enhancing packaging aesthetics. Correct answer. B. Identifying environmental impacts throughout a product's life cycle. Explanation. LCA evaluates a product's environmental impact from raw material extraction to disposal. Question 5. Which alternative fuel type is currently considered the most sustainable for long-haul logistics operations? A. Compressed natural gas, CNG. B. Hydrogen fuel cells. C. Biodiesel. D. Ethanol. Correct answer. B. Hydrogen fuel cells. Explanation. Hydrogen fuel cells produce zero emissions and provide high energy efficiency for long-haul transport. Question 6. Which of the following technologies optimizes route planning to minimize fuel consumption? A. Blockchain. B. AI-powered route optimization. C. 3D printing. D. RFID tracking. Correct answer. B. AI-powered route optimization. Explanation. AI-powered optimization reduces travel distance and idle time, leading to fuel savings. Question 7. In a circular economy model, which strategy is most effective in extending product life cycles? A. Designing products with modular components. B. Increasing warehouse inventory levels. C. Reducing customer return policies. D. Using more complex product designs. Correct answer. A. Designing products with modular components. Explanation. Modular design enables easy repair, refurbishment, and component replacement, extending product usability. Question 8. Which of the following best describes reverse logistics? A. Managing the supply chain for raw materials. B. Tracking shipments from manufacturers to retailers. C. Handling returns, recycling, and remanufacturing of used products. D. Optimizing inbound logistics for suppliers. Correct answer. C. Handling returns, recycling, and remanufacturing of used products. Explanation. Reverse logistics involves managing returned products for reuse, recycling, or disposal. Question 9. What is a major challenge in implementing reverse logistics? A. High costs of transportation and handling. B. Increased lead times for raw material procurement. C. Lack of available warehouse space. D. Increased demand for new products. Correct answer. A. High costs of transportation and handling. Explanation. Processing returns, recycling, and refurbishment increase operational costs and complexity. Question 10. Which strategy optimizes reverse logistics cost management? A. Relying solely on third-party logistics providers. B. Eliminating return policies. C. Implementing centralized return hubs. D. Storing returned products indefinitely. Correct answer. C. Implementing centralized return hubs. Explanation. Centralized return hubs streamline processing and reduce transportation costs. Question 11. Which key factor differentiates remanufacturing from recycling? A. Remanufacturing involves complete material breakdown. B. Recycling requires less energy than remanufacturing. C. Recycling results in higher resale value than remanufacturing. D. Remanufacturing restores products to like-new condition. Correct answer. D. Remanufacturing restores products to like-new condition. Explanation. Remanufacturing restores used products to original specifications, whereas recycling breaks materials down for reuse. Question 12. What is the primary objective of Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) laws? A. Shifting product disposal costs from consumers to manufacturers. B. Encouraging outsourcing of manufacturing to low-cost regions. C. Reducing the price of raw materials for manufacturers. D. Maximizing production efficiency without considering waste management. Correct answer. A. Shifting product disposal costs from consumers to manufacturers. Explanation. EPR laws make manufacturers responsible for the end-of-life management of their products. Question 13. Which approach best improves sustainability in warehousing? A. Using LED lighting and automated energy controls. B. Increasing warehouse storage capacity. C. Reducing the number of employees on site. D. Stockpiling larger quantities of raw materials. Correct answer. A. Using LED lighting and automated energy controls. Explanation: LED lighting and energy management systems reduce electricity usage, improving sustainability. Question 14. How can blockchain technology enhance sustainability in supply chains? A. Eliminating the need for physical transportation. B. Reducing warehouse space requirements. C. Providing transparent tracking of sustainable sourcing. D. Replacing traditional production methods. Correct answer: C. Providing transparent tracking of sustainable sourcing. Explanation: blockchain ensures transparency and traceability of sustainability practices in supply chains. Question 15. What is a key advantage of closed-loop supply chains? A. Minimizing reliance on virgin raw materials. B. Increasing lead times for new product development. C. Reducing the need for product returns. D. Eliminating the need for recycling. Correct answer: A. Minimizing reliance on virgin raw materials. Explanation: closed-loop supply chains enable product reuse and recycling, reducing dependency on new raw materials. Question 16. Which of the following is a major barrier to implementing green procurement strategies? A. Higher initial costs of sustainable materials. B. Lack of consumer demand for green products. C. Increased storage requirements for green products. D. Stricter environmental laws. Correct answer: A. Higher initial costs of sustainable materials. Explanation: sustainable materials often have higher upfront costs, making adoption difficult for some companies. Question 17. What is the most significant environmental concern in e-waste reverse logistics? A. High cost of shipping e-waste. B. Increased weight of e-waste compared to other products. C. Lack of consumer participation in recycling programs. D. Toxic substances such as lead and mercury. Correct answer: D. Toxic substances such as lead and mercury. Explanation: e-waste contains hazardous materials like lead and mercury, requiring careful disposal. Question 18. Which of the following is an example of a carbon offset initiative? A. Investing in reforestation projects. B. Replacing gasoline trucks with diesel trucks. C. Outsourcing logistics operations to third-party providers. D. Increasing warehouse square footage. Correct answer: investing in reforestation projects. Explanation: reforestation offsets emissions by capturing CO2 from the atmosphere. Question 19. Which factor has the greatest impact on optimizing reverse logistics costs? A. Relying solely on third-party logistics providers. B. Increasing warehouse storage for return goods. C. Eliminating return policies. D. Automation of return processing and tracking. Correct answer: D. Automation of return processing and tracking. Explanation: automation reduces manual handling costs and improves the efficiency of returns management. Question 20. Which future trend is expected to transform reverse logistics operations? A. AI-powered defect detection in return products. B. Reducing the use of technology in reverse logistics. C. Increasing manual processing of returns. D. Eliminating reverse logistics entirely. Correct answer: A. AI-powered defect detection in return products. Explanation: AI helps identify defects and sort return products efficiently, improving reverse logistics. Let's start with Module 4, Capacity Planning and Demand Management. Question 1. Which forecasting method is most suitable for products with strong seasonal demand patterns? A. Moving averages. B. Exponential smoothing. C. Regression analysis. D. Seasonal index method. Correct answer, D. Seasonal index method. Explanation. The seasonal index method accounts for cyclic patterns, making it ideal for forecasting seasonal demand. Question 2. A manufacturer facing volatile demand wants to improve forecast accuracy. Which forecasting technique would be most effective? A. Naive forecasting. B. Simple moving average. C. Machine learning-based demand sensing. D. Fixed reorder point system. Correct answer, C. Machine learning-based demand sensing. Explanation. AI and machine learning enhance forecast accuracy by identifying demand patterns beyond traditional models. Question 3. What is the primary advantage of exponential smoothing in demand forecasting? A. Provides equal weight to all past data. B. Gives more importance to recent demand trends. C. Eliminates seasonal effects. D. Uses only historical sales data. Correct answer, B. Gives more importance to recent demand trends. Explanation. Exponential smoothing adjusts for recent demand trends, making forecasts more responsive. Question 4. Which metric is best for measuring forecast accuracy in demand planning? A. Economic order quantity, EOQ. B. Mean absolute percentage error, MAPE. C. Safety stock level. D. Production lead time. Correct answer, B. Mean absolute percentage error, MAPE. Explanation. MAPE evaluates forecast accuracy by comparing errors as a percentage of actual demand. Question 5. How does AI-driven forecasting improve demand management? A. Automates reorder points. B. Reduces human intervention in supply chain planning. C. Identifies patterns and predicts demand fluctuations. D. Increases safety stock. Correct answer, C. Identifies patterns and predicts demand fluctuations. Explanation. AI-driven forecasting enhances demand sensing, improving responsiveness to market changes. Question 6. What is the key objective of capacity planning? A. Minimizing supplier lead times. B. Ensuring production meets demand without overcapacity. C. Reducing inventory turnover. D. Maximizing order fulfillment costs. Correct answer, B. Ensuring production meets demand without overcapacity. Explanation. Capacity planning ensures that available resources align with forecasted demand. Question 7. A company with frequent production bottlenecks should first analyze which factor? A. Supplier performance. B. Employee efficiency. C. Process constraints using the theory of constraints, TOC. D. Customer segmentation. Correct answer, C. Process constraints using the theory of constraints, TOC. Explanation. TOC identifies system bottlenecks, allowing targeted improvements. Question 8. Which demand management strategy helps balance demand fluctuations? A. Fixed order quantity. B. Demand shaping. C. FIFO inventory management. D. Reducing supplier base. Correct answer, B. Demand shaping. Explanation. Demand shaping adjusts pricing, promotions, and lead times to align supply with demand. Question 9. What role does lead time play in capacity planning? A. Helps determine production buffer requirements. B. Reduces warehouse costs. C. Increases supplier reliability. D. Eliminates forecasting errors. Correct answer, A. Helps determine production buffer requirements. Explanation. Lead times impact how much inventory is needed to prevent stockouts. Question 10. Which scenario best describes the need for scenario planning in demand management? A. Stable demand patterns with low variability. B. High forecast accuracy. C. Rapid shifts in consumer behavior due to economic changes. D. High availability of safety stock. Correct answer. C. Rapid shifts in consumer behavior due to economic changes. Explanation. Scenario planning prepares businesses for demand volatility, reducing risk. Question 11. The primary purpose of sales and operations planning, S&OP, is to A. Minimize order lead time. B. Align supply and demand across departments. C. Eliminate forecast errors. D. Increase safety stock. Correct answer. B. Align supply and demand across departments. Explanation. S&OP integrates sales, finance, and operations to optimize supply chain efficiency. Question 12. What is the main challenge in implementing S&OP? A. Lack of demand data. B. Poor executive alignment and collaboration. C. High safety stock. D. Limited supplier base. Correct answer. B. Poor executive alignment and collaboration. Explanation. S&OP requires cross-functional collaboration, which can be difficult without alignment. Question 13. Which technology improves S&OP decision-making? A. Blockchain for order tracking. B. Cloud-based AI-driven planning systems. C. RFID for warehouse management. D. Traditional spreadsheets. Correct answer. B. Cloud-based AI-driven planning systems. Explanation. AI and cloud-based S&OP solutions enhance decision-making by analyzing real-time data. Question 14. Which key performance indicator, KPI, measures the success of demand forecasting? A. Inventory turnover. B. Order cycle time. C. Forecast bias. D. Purchase order lead time. Correct answer. C. Forecast bias. Explanation. Forecast bias assesses systematic errors in predicting demand. Question 15. What is the primary distinction between distribution requirements planning, DRP, and material requirements planning, MRP? A. DRP focuses on finished goods distribution, MRP on raw material planning. B. MRP eliminates forecasting errors. DRP increases production cost. C. DRP requires more safety stock. MRP requires less. D. MRP is used for logistics. DRP is for procurement. Correct answer. A. DRP focuses on finished goods distribution. MRP on raw material planning. Explanation. DRP manages finished goods inventory across distribution networks, while MRP plans material needs for production. Question 16. How does lead time variability impact DRP? A. Increases demand for local warehousing. B. Reduces distribution flexibility. C. Leads to excess safety stock. D. Creates supply chain disruptions. Correct answer. D. Creates supply chain disruptions. Explanation. Unstable lead times disrupt distribution networks, increasing costs and causing delays. Question 17. A key component of master production scheduling, MPS, is A. Ensuring optimal batch sizes. B. Eliminating product recalls. C. Reducing warehouse rental costs. D. Increasing supplier contracts. Correct answer. A. Ensuring optimal batch sizes. Explanation. MPS balances production batches with customer demand and available capacity to optimize efficiency. Question 18. What does material requirements planning, MRP, primarily depend on? A. Supplier lead times. B. Demand forecasts and bill of materials, BOM. C. Inventory turnover rate. D. Customer order frequency. Correct answer. B. Demand forecasts and bill of materials, BOM. Explanation. MRP relies on demand forecasts and BOM to determine material needs and plan production efficiently. Question 19. How can supply chain managers mitigate capacity constraints? A. Increase overtime shifts. B. Reduce safety stock. C. Ignore demand forecasts. D. Limit production planning. Correct answer. A. Increase overtime shifts. Explanation. Increasing shifts allows businesses to meet demand surges while maintaining workflow efficiency. Question 20. Which factor most influences the selection of a procurement strategy? A. Warehouse space availability. B. Supplier reliability and cost. C. Employee turnover. D. Weather conditions. Correct answer. B. Supplier reliability and cost. Explanation. Supplier reliability and cost are key considerations in developing an effective procurement strategy. Question 21. How does total cost of ownership, TCO, impact sourcing decisions? A. Focuses only on purchase price. B. Considers full life cycle costs, including maintenance and disposal. C. Ignores supplier risk. D. Reduces order processing time. Correct answer. B. Considers full life cycle costs, including maintenance and disposal. Explanation. TCO evaluates costs beyond the initial purchase, ensuring a long-term cost-effective approach. Question 22. Which procurement strategy helps mitigate geopolitical risks in sourcing? A. Nearshoring. B. Single sourcing. C. Ignoring market trends. D. Extending supplier lead times. Correct answer. A. Nearshoring. Explanation. Nearshoring reduces reliance on high-risk regions and improves supply chain resilience. Question 23. What role does supplier diversification play in procurement risk management? A. Increases negotiation complexity. B. Reduces dependency on a single supplier. C. Raises sourcing costs significantly. D. Eliminates the need for inventory planning. Correct answer. B. Reduces dependency on a single supplier. Explanation. Supplier diversification helps mitigate risk by reducing reliance on a single source. Question 24. Why is excess capacity sometimes necessary in demand planning? A. To increase production costs. B. To handle demand fluctuations and seasonal peaks. C. To reduce order lead times. D. To optimize safety stock levels. Correct answer. B. To handle demand fluctuations and seasonal peaks. Explanation. Excess capacity helps accommodate unexpected demand increases, avoiding stockouts. Question 25. What is the advantage of multi-echelon inventory optimization? A. Reduces excess inventory while maintaining service levels. B. Increases demand variability. C. Lowers supplier lead times. D. Reduces the number of warehouses. Correct answer. A. Reduces excess inventory while maintaining service levels. Explanation. Multi-echelon inventory optimization balances stock across multiple supply chain tiers efficiently. Question 26. What is a major challenge in implementing AI-driven demand forecasting? A. Lack of available data. B. Difficulty in interpreting AI-generated forecasts. C. Increased forecasting errors. D. Reduced supplier collaboration. Correct answer. B. Difficulty in interpreting AI-generated forecasts. Explanation. AI-driven forecasts require skilled interpretation to ensure practical business application. Question 27. How can companies manage capacity shortages effectively? A. Extend lead times. B. Implement overtime and subcontracting. C. Reduce customer demand. D. Increase supplier base. Correct answer. B. Implement overtime and subcontracting. Explanation. Overtime and subcontracting help quickly address capacity shortages. Question 28. How does buffer inventory help with demand uncertainty? A. Increases order fulfillment reliability. B. Reduces warehouse space requirements. C. Minimizes demand fluctuations. D. Eliminates supply disruptions. Correct answer: A. Increases order fulfillment reliability. Explanation: buffer inventory acts as a safeguard against demand fluctuations, preventing stockouts. Question 29. What is a key benefit of integrating AI with capacity planning? A. Eliminates demand variability. B. Enhances real-time decision-making and scenario planning. C. Reduces supplier collaboration. D. Increases procurement lead times. Correct answer: B. Enhances real-time decision-making and scenario planning. Explanation: AI enables better demand planning through real-time insights and predictive analytics. Question 30. Which factor most impacts long-term capacity planning decisions? A. Daily order fluctuations. B. Economic growth trends and market demand projections. C. Supplier lead times. D. Warehouse space availability. Correct answer: B. Economic growth trends and market demand projections. Explanation: long-term capacity planning relies on economic and market demand trends to ensure sustainable growth. Let's take a quick break. Now's the perfect time to show some love. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video. Your support keeps us fired up and ready to keep bringing you more awesome content. Let's begin with Module 5, Order Management. Question 1. Which CRM strategy best enhances order accuracy and fulfillment efficiency? A. Real-time inventory tracking. B. Manual order verification. C. Periodic stock audits. D. Batch order processing. Correct answer: A. Real-time inventory tracking. Explanation: real-time inventory tracking ensures accurate stock levels, reducing errors in order fulfillment. Question 2. How does AI improve CRM in order management? A. Reducing customer interactions. B. Automating responses and predictions. C. Increasing manual processing time. D. Eliminating the need for CRM software. Correct answer: B. Automating responses and predictions. Explanation: AI-driven CRM systems automate responses, predict customer behavior, and enhance engagement. Question 3. Which metric is most relevant in assessing order fulfillment performance? A. Website traffic. B. Order accuracy rate. C. Customer acquisition cost. D. Employee turnover rate. Correct answer: B. Order accuracy rate. Explanation: order accuracy rate measures how correctly an order is fulfilled, impacting customer satisfaction. Question 4. A retailer experiences frequent order delays due to inventory misalignment. Which technology solution would best improve order fulfillment? A. Blockchain for supplier contracts. B. Predictive analytics for demand forecasting. C. Increasing warehouse space. D. Manual inventory checks. Correct answer: B. Predictive analytics for demand forecasting. Explanation: predictive analytics helps anticipate demand fluctuations, reducing inventory misalignment issues. Question 5. Which order processing step has the greatest impact on reducing order cycle time? A. Invoice generation. B. Order picking and packing. C. Order confirmation email. D. Customer feedback. Correct answer: B. Order picking and packing. Explanation: order picking and packing is a time-sensitive process where optimization can significantly reduce cycle time. Question 6. How does ERP contribute to efficient order management? A. increases lead time. B, automates data synchronization. C, reduces demand forecasting accuracy. D, eliminates the need for CRM. Correct answer, B, automates data synchronization. Explanation: ERP integrates real-time data across departments, ensuring seamless order processing. Question 7. What is the main benefit of an omni-channel order management system? A, increased pricing variations. B, centralized order visibility. C, reduced supply chain visibility. D, limited customer reach. Correct answer, B, centralized order visibility. Explanation: omni-channel systems unify inventory and orders across platforms, ensuring seamless customer experiences. Question 8. What key function does blockchain technology serve in order management? A, data encryption only. B, reducing shipping costs. C, improving traceability and fraud prevention. D, eliminating customer service needs. Correct answer, C, improving traceability and fraud prevention. Explanation: blockchain enhances supply chain transparency, ensuring fraud-proof transactions and traceability. Question 9. Which KPI best measures the overall success of an order management system? A, order fill rate. B, warehouse space utilization. C, social media engagement. D, employee satisfaction. Correct answer, A, order fill rate. Explanation: order fill rate assesses the percentage of orders fulfilled on time and accurately. Question 10. A company dealing with high order volumes wants to prevent fraud in online transactions. Which solution is most effective? A, AI-based fraud detection. B, delayed shipping. C, manual order approvals. D, increasing product prices. Correct answer, A, AI-based fraud detection. Explanation: AI-driven fraud detection identifies suspicious patterns and prevents fraudulent transactions in real time. Question 11. What is the primary advantage of integrating CRM with order management systems? A, increased manual processing. B, enhanced customer satisfaction and retention. C, higher stock-out rates. D, increased data silos. Correct answer, B, enhanced customer satisfaction and retention. Explanation: CRM and order management integration improves communication, reducing errors and increasing customer loyalty. Question 12. A business wants to implement a customer segmentation strategy to improve personalized order management. What factors should be prioritized? A, customer purchase history. B, warehouse layout. C, fuel costs. D, packaging weight. Correct answer, A, customer purchase history. Explanation: purchase history helps businesses tailor promotions and order recommendations for different customer segments. Question 13. Which strategy minimizes order cycle time while maintaining accuracy? A, batch processing orders. B, real-time order tracking. C, reducing warehouse staff. D, limiting product selection. Correct answer, B, real-time order tracking. Explanation: real-time tracking ensures orders are processed efficiently and errors are minimized. Question 14. What is a key challenge in implementing an automated order management system? A, increased paperwork. B, system interoperability issues. C, reduced customer satisfaction. D, increased reliance on manual entry. Correct answer, B, system interoperability issues. Explanation: integrating automation with existing systems can create interoperability challenges, requiring robust IT support. Question 15. How does predictive analytics contribute to CRM in order management? A, reduces reliance on customer feedback. B, enhances demand forecasting and proactive customer service. C. Increases order errors. D. Slows down the order fulfillment process. Correct answer. B. Enhances demand forecasting and proactive customer service. Explanation. Predictive analytics helps anticipate customer needs and improves demand forecasting. Question 16. What is the primary challenge in reverse order management? A. Handling customer complaints. B. Managing returns efficiently. C. Increasing order quantities. D. Reducing customer engagement. Correct answer. B. Managing returns efficiently. Explanation. Reverse logistics focuses on managing returns and refunds efficiently to maintain customer satisfaction. Question 17. Which factor most affects customer lifetime value, CLV, in order management? A. Efficient order fulfillment. B. Increasing warehouse costs. C. Reducing product variety. D. Lengthening order processing time. Correct answer. A. Efficient order fulfillment. Explanation. Fast and accurate order fulfillment boosts customer retention and long-term profitability. Question 18. A company facing frequent chargebacks and payment disputes should prioritize which order management improvement? A. Automating order validation and payment security. B. Reducing order volume. C. Increasing call center staff. D. Delaying order processing. Correct answer. A. Automating order validation and payment security. Explanation. Automated validation reduces fraudulent transactions and improves payment accuracy. Question 19. How does robotic process automation, RPA, benefit order management? A. Increases manual data entry. B. Reduces processing time and errors. C. Eliminates the need for warehouse workers. D. Limits system flexibility. Correct answer. B. Reduces processing time and errors. Explanation. RPA automates repetitive tasks, minimizing errors and improving efficiency in order processing. Question 20. What future trend in order management will most improve supply chain transparency? A. Manual order reconciliation. B. AI-driven predictive analytics. C. Limiting global trade. D. Increasing paper-based documentation. Correct answer. B. AI-driven predictive analytics. Explanation. AI-driven analytics provide insights into demand patterns, helping optimize the supply chain in real time. Let's begin with Module 6, Inventory Management. Question 1. What is the primary cause of the bullwhip effect in supply chains? A. Overstocking due to JIT implementation. B. Small fluctuations in demand magnified upstream. C. Excessive safety stock in warehouses. D. High inventory turnover ratio. Correct answer. B. Small fluctuations in demand magnified upstream. Explanation. The bullwhip effect occurs when minor demand changes lead to exaggerated fluctuations in orders upstream. Question 2. A company wants to determine the optimal order quantity that minimizes total inventory costs. Which model should it use? A. ABC classification. B. Economic order quantity, EOQ. C. Vendor-managed inventory, VMI. D. Bullwhip effect analysis. Correct answer. B. Economic order quantity, EOQ. Explanation. EOQ calculates the optimal order quantity to balance ordering and holding costs. Question 3. Which inventory turnover ratio indicates a well-optimized inventory system? A. High turnover ratio. B. Low turnover ratio. C. Turnover ratio equal to order lead time. D. Turnover ratio equal to safety stock level. Correct answer. A. High turnover ratio. Explanation. A high turnover ratio indicates efficient inventory management, reducing holding costs and improving cash flow. Question 4. Which inventory classification method prioritizes stock based on value and turnover rate? A. Economic order quantity, EOQ. B. ABC classification. C. Just-in-time, JIT. D. Multi-echelon inventory optimization. Correct answer. B. ABC classification. Explanation. ABC classification categorizes inventory into high, a medium, B, and low, C, priority based on value and usage. Question 5. Which inventory type is used to buffer against demand variability and supply chain disruptions? A. Raw materials. B. Work in progress, WIP. C. Safety stock. D. Finished goods. Correct answer. C. Safety stock. Explanation. Safety stock acts as a buffer to prevent stockouts due to demand fluctuations. Question 6. A company wants to maintain a 95% service level. What is the primary factor it should consider? A. Reducing demand variability. B. Increasing cycle counting frequency. C. Optimizing reorder point calculation. D. Minimizing economic order quantity. Correct answer. C. Optimizing reorder point calculation. Explanation. A well-calculated reorder point ensures stock availability to meet the desired service level. Question 7. A retail company observes frequent stockouts despite high inventory levels. Which strategy would best address this issue? A. Increase safety stock. B. Implement just-in-time, JIT. C. Improve demand forecasting accuracy. D. Reduce inventory turnover. Correct answer. C. Improve demand forecasting accuracy. Explanation. Improving demand forecasting helps align inventory with actual demand, reducing stockouts and excess inventory. Question 8. Which inventory management strategy aims to minimize inventory holding costs while ensuring demand fulfillment? A. Just-in-time, JIT. B. Just-in-case, JIC. C. Economic order quantity, EOQ. D. ABC classification. Correct answer. A. Just-in-time, JIT. Explanation. JIT aims to reduce inventory carrying costs by receiving goods only when needed, minimizing waste. Question 9. What is a key advantage of using RFID in inventory management? A. Eliminates the need for warehousing. B. Reduces safety stock requirements. C. Enables real-time tracking and visibility. D. Increases lead time for inventory replenishment. Correct answer. C. Enables real-time tracking and visibility. Explanation. RFID improves inventory tracking by providing real-time data on stock movement and location. Question 10. What is the primary purpose of cycle counting in inventory management? A. Minimize raw material costs. B. Improve inventory accuracy without full audits. C. Reduce vendor dependence. D. Increase order lead time. Correct answer. B. Improve inventory accuracy without full audits. Explanation. Cycle counting helps maintain inventory accuracy through regular partial stock checks. Question 11. Which inventory control method ensures stock levels are regularly updated in real time? A. Periodic inventory system. B. Perpetual inventory system. C. ABC classification. D. Reorder point system. Correct answer. B. Perpetual inventory system. Explanation. A perpetual inventory system continuously updates stock levels after every transaction. Question 12. A manufacturer wants to optimize inventory across multiple distribution centers. Which strategy should be used? A. Just-in-time, JIT. B. Multi-echelon inventory optimization. C. Safety stock calculation. D. FIFO inventory valuation. Correct answer: B. Multi-echelon inventory optimization. Explanation: multi-echelon inventory optimization ensures efficient stock distribution across different locations. Question 13. What is the key benefit of vendor-managed inventory, VMI? A. Reduces supplier dependency. B. Increases holding costs. C. Enhances inventory visibility and reduces stockouts. D. Eliminates the need for warehouses. Correct answer: C. Enhances inventory visibility and reduces stockouts. Explanation: VMI allows suppliers to manage inventory levels, improving visibility and reducing stockouts. Question 14. A company uses blockchain for inventory tracking. What is the primary benefit? A. Increased data security and transparency. B. Elimination of safety stock. C. Higher warehousing costs. D. Longer lead times. Correct answer: A. Increased data security and transparency. Explanation: blockchain enhances inventory tracking by ensuring secure and transparent transactions. Question 15. Which factor is most important when determining the reorder point, ROP? A. Order frequency. B. Lead time demand. C. Warehouse space availability. D. Inventory carrying costs. Correct answer: B. Lead time demand. Explanation: ROP is based on expected demand during lead time to prevent stockouts. Question 16. Which strategy helps balance inventory costs while ensuring a high service level? A. Holding excessive inventory. B. Reducing safety stock to zero. C. Using demand forecasting and safety stock optimization. D. Eliminating periodic audits. Correct answer: C. Using demand forecasting and safety stock optimization. Explanation: balancing demand forecasting with optimized safety stock ensures availability without excessive costs. Question 17. Which method is most suitable for reducing obsolete inventory? A. First in, first out FIFO. B. Last in, first out LIFO. C. Periodic inventory system. D. Multi-echelon inventory optimization. Correct answer: A. First in, first out FIFO. Explanation: FIFO ensures older stock is used first, reducing obsolescence risk. Question 18. A company implements AI in inventory management. What is a key advantage? A. Eliminates human intervention completely. B. Enhances demand forecasting accuracy. C. Reduces supplier costs. D. Increases cycle counting frequency. Correct answer: B. Enhances demand forecasting accuracy. Explanation: AI improves demand forecasting by analyzing patterns and trends, reducing stockouts and overstocking. Question 19. Which warehousing strategy helps minimize storage costs while maintaining quick order fulfillment? A. Cross-docking. B. Holding maximum safety stock. C. Storing inventory centrally. D. Periodic physical inventory audits. Correct answer: A. Cross-docking. Explanation: cross-docking minimizes storage time by directly transferring goods from inbound to outbound shipment. Question 20. How does sustainability impact inventory management? A. Encourages waste reduction and efficient resource utilization. B. Increases inventory holding costs. C. Reduces supplier relationships. D. Eliminates the need for warehousing. Correct answer: A. Encourages waste reduction and efficient resource utilization. Explanation: sustainable inventory management focuses on reducing waste and optimizing resource use. Let's begin with Module 7, Warehouse management. Question 1. A retailer needs to combine shipments from multiple suppliers into full truckloads. Which warehouse function is most suitable? A. Cross-docking. B. Consolidation. C. Fulfillment. D. Storage. Correct answer. B. Consolidation. Explanation. Consolidation merges smaller shipments into cost-effective full loads. Question 2. Which warehouse type is ideal for storing imported goods pending customs duty payment? A. Public warehouse. B. Private warehouse. C. Bonded warehouse. D. Distribution center. Correct answer. C. Bonded warehouse. Explanation. Bonded warehouses hold goods until duties/taxes are paid. Question 3. Which metric directly measures the time from order placement to delivery? A. Order cycle time. B. Inventory accuracy. C. Space utilization. D. Labor cost. Correct answer. A. Order cycle time. Explanation. Order cycle time reflects fulfillment speed. Question 4. A company prioritizing fast urban deliveries should focus on which location factor? A. Proximity to customers. B. Low labor costs. C. Tax incentives. D. Climate. Correct answer. A. Proximity to customers. Explanation. Proximity reduces delivery lead times. Question 5. Motion sensor LED lighting primarily reduces which warehouse cost? A. Labor. B. Space. C. Energy. D. Packaging. Correct answer. C. Energy. Explanation. Energy-efficient lighting lowers electricity use. Question 6. JIT implementation with minimal safety stock increases which risk? A. Overstocking. B. High storage costs. C. Stockouts. D. Theft. Correct answer. C. Stockouts. Explanation. JIT risks stockouts during supply disruptions. Question 7. Which process assigns goods to specific storage locations? A. Receiving. B. Put away. C. Picking. D. Shipping. Correct answer. B. Put away. Explanation. Put away ensures organized storage. Question 8. Verifying supplier shipments against purchase orders is part of which process? A. Inbound logistics. B. Outbound logistics. C. Cross-docking. D. Cycle counting. Correct answer. Inbound logistics. Explanation. Inbound logistics handles receiving and verification. Question 9. Which picking method is best for high-volume orders with diverse items? A. Batch picking. B. Zone picking. C. Wave picking. D. Single order picking. Correct answer. A. Batch picking. Explanation. Batch picking groups orders to reduce travel time. Question 10. Cycle counting improves inventory accuracy without disrupting operations. Which statement is true? A. Requires full shutdown. B. Sampled daily. C. Less accurate than audits. D. Only for fast-moving items. Correct answer. B. Sampled daily. Explanation. Cycle counting uses regular, partial counts. Question 11. A defective item return is managed through which process? A. Reverse logistics. B. Cross-docking. C. Put away. D. Slotting. Correct answer. A. Reverse logistics. Explanation. Reverse logistics handles returns and refurbishing. Question 12. Which layout principle reduces travel time between receiving and shipping? A. Minimizing movement. B. Maximizing aisles. C. Vertical storage. D. Decentralized zones. Correct answer. A. Minimizing movement. Explanation. Straight-line layouts minimize backtracking. Question 13. Which layout uses separate receiving/shipping areas to reduce congestion? A. U-shaped. B. L-shaped. C. Straight line. D. Flow-through. Correct answer. A. U-shaped. Explanation. U-shaped layouts separate inbound/outbound flows. Question 14. Slotting optimization places high-demand items closest to which area? A. Receiving. B. Shipping. C. Storage. D. Returns. Correct answer. B. Shipping. Explanation. High turnover items near shipping speed up picking. Question 15. Cross-docking is most effective when A. Storage time is maximized. B. Goods transfer directly. C. Bulk storage is needed. D. Custom packaging is used. Correct answer. B. Goods transfer directly. Explanation. Cross-docking eliminates storage by direct transfer. Question 16. Pharmaceuticals require which zoning strategy? A. Hazardous storage. B. Temperature-controlled. C. High security. D. Bulk storage. Correct answer. B. Temperature-controlled. Explanation. Temperature control ensures product integrity. Question 17. Which equipment transports heavy pallets horizontally? A. Forklifts. B. Conveyors. C. AGVs. D. Cranes. Correct answer. A. Forklifts. Explanation. Forklifts handle heavy, irregular loads. Question 18. AI-driven demand forecasting optimizes which process? A. Labor scheduling. B. Space allocation. C. Order accuracy. D. Replenishment cycles. Correct answer. D. Replenishment cycles. Explanation. AI predicts stock needs for timely replenishment. Question 19. ASRS improves space utilization by leveraging A. Wider aisles. B. Vertical space. C. Floor labels. D. Manual labor. Correct answer. B. Vertical space. Explanation. ASRS uses vertical storage for dense inventory. Question 20. A WMS primarily enables A. Marketing campaigns. B. Employee training. C. Real-time inventory tracking. D. Customer returns. Correct answer. C. Real-time inventory tracking. Explanation. WMS provides live inventory visibility. Question 21. Predictive maintenance uses AI to reduce A. Equipment downtime. B. Labor costs. C. Energy use. D. Packaging waste. Correct answer. Equipment downtime. Explanation. AI predicts failures to schedule repairs. Question 22. RFID outperforms barcoding in A. Real-time tracking. B. Cost efficiency. C. Ease of use. D. Standardization. Correct answer. A. Real-time tracking. Explanation. RFID tracks items without line of sight. Question 23. OSHA compliance in warehouses focuses on A. Branding. B. Accident prevention. C. Customer satisfaction. D. Packaging design. Correct answer. B. Accident prevention. Explanation. OSHA mandates safety training and protocols. Question 24. Tamper-evident packaging addresses which concern A. Sustainability. B. Theft prevention. C. Cost reduction. D. Stackability. Correct answer. B. Theft prevention. Explanation. Tamper-proofing deeders unauthorized access. Question 25. Which is secondary packaging? A. Beverage can. B. Box of 12 cans. C. Shipping pallet. D. Product label. Correct answer. B. Box of 12 cans. Explanation. Secondary packaging groups primary units. Question 26. Cornstarch-based packaging aligns with which strategy? A. Biodegradability. B. Cost reduction. C. Tamper-proofing. D. Branding. Correct answer. A. Biodegradability. Explanation. Biodegradable materials reduce environmental impact. Question 27. Stackable packaging improves warehouse. A. Labor costs. B. Space utilization. C. Energy use. D. Order accuracy. Correct answer. B. Space utilization. Explanation. Stackability maximizes vertical storage. Question 28. Robotic palletizers enhance efficiency in A. Loading/unloading. B. Demand forecasting. C. Cycle counting. D. Supplier negotiations. Correct answer. A. Loading/unloading. Explanation. Robots automate pallet building for shipping. Question 29. Tamper-evident seals ensure A. Product integrity. B. Recyclability. C. Cost savings. D. Brand recognition. Correct answer. A. Product integrity. Explanation. Seals show visible tampering signs. Question 30. Right-sizing packaging reduces costs by minimizing A. Weight/volume. B. Theft risks. C. Customization. D. Supplier lead times. Correct answer. A. Weight/volume. Explanation. Smaller, lighter packages lower shipping costs. Quick reminder. If you're finding this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone who may benefit. Your support really makes a difference. Let's get back to it. Let's start with Module 8, Transportation Management. Question 1. Which factor most influences the cost efficiency of road freight for perishable goods? A. Fuel prices. B. Transit time. C. Warehouse costs. D. Customs duties. Correct answer. B. Transit time. Explanation. Perishable goods require fast transit times to minimize spoilage and maintain quality. Question 2. What is a primary advantage of intermodal transportation? A. Higher fuel efficiency. B. Reduced handling of goods. C. Increased shipping speed. D. Eliminates customs clearance. Correct answer. B. Reduced handling of goods. Explanation. Intermodal transport reduces cargo handling, lowering damage risk and improving efficiency. Question 3. Which regulation impacts truck driver working hours in the U.S.? A. IMO 2020. B. FMCQs hours of service. C. CPAT. D. ICAO security standards. Correct answer. B. FMCQs hours of service. Explanation. FMCQs hours of service regulations limit driving hours to enhance road safety. Question 4. A company needs to transport high-value electronics quickly across continents. Which transportation mode is most suitable? A. Ocean freight. B. Rail freight. C. Air freight. D. Inland waterway transport. Correct answer. C. Air freight. Explanation. Air freight is ideal for high-value, time-sensitive goods due to its speed and security. Question 5. What is the primary challenge of last-mile delivery in urban logistics? A. Port congestion. B. Labor shortages. C. Traffic congestion. D. Warehouse availability. Correct answer. C. Traffic congestion. Explanation. Traffic congestion in urban areas increases delivery times and costs. Question 6. Which transportation mode has the lowest carbon emissions per ton-mile? A. Air freight. B. Rail freight. C. Road freight. D. Ocean freight. Correct answer. B. Rail freight. Explanation. Rail transport is more fuel efficient and has lower carbon emissions per ton-mile. Question 7. How does containerization benefit global trade? A. Reduces freight costs. B. Standardizes cargo handling. C. Enhances security. D. All of the above. Correct answer. D. All of the above. Explanation. Containerization lowers costs, improves handling efficiency, and enhances cargo security. Question 8. Why are fuel surcharges commonly applied in air freight? A. To offset volatile fuel prices. B. To increase airline profitability. C. To cover additional security screening costs. D. To account for cargo handling fees. Correct answer: A. To offset volatile fuel prices. Explanation: fuel surcharges help airlines manage cost fluctuations due to changing fuel prices. Question 9. Which factor is most important in determining ocean freight rates? A. Cargo density. B. Distance traveled. C. Ship size. D. Port congestion. Correct answer: A. Cargo density. Explanation: ocean freight rates are often based on cargo density and volume rather than distance. Question 10. What is a key risk in rail freight transportation? A. Limited infrastructure availability. B. High fuel costs. C. Unstable government policies. D. Short transit times. Correct answer: limited infrastructure availability. Explanation: rail freight networks are limited in certain regions, restricting accessibility. Question 11. Which emerging technology is expected to impact urban last-mile delivery the most? A. Blockchain. B. Hyperloop. C. Drones. D. Automated rail. Correct answer: C. Drones. Explanation: drones are increasingly being explored for last-mile deliveries in urban areas. Question 12. Why do companies use less-than-truckload (LTL) services? A. To ship large volumes. B. To optimize truck space for multiple shipments. C. To reduce transit times. D. To avoid customs duties. Correct answer: B. To optimize truck space for multiple shipments. Explanation: LTL services allow multiple shippers to share truck space, improving cost efficiency. Question 13. What is a primary reason companies choose pipeline transport? A. High-speed delivery. B. Low operating costs. C. Ability to transport a variety of goods. D. Customs exemptions. Correct answer: B. Low operating costs. Explanation: pipeline transport is cost-effective for moving large volumes of liquids and gases. Question 14. How does the IMO sulfur cap affect maritime transport? A. Increases vessel operating costs. B. Lowers cargo handling fees. C. Reduces customs inspections. D. Eliminates trade barriers. Correct answer: A. Increases vessel operating costs. Explanation: the IMO sulfur cap limits sulfur emissions, leading to higher fuel costs for compliance. Question 15. Which factor is most critical in selecting a transportation mode for hazardous materials? A. Transit time. B. Regulatory compliance. C. Fuel costs. D. Cargo density. Correct answer: B. Regulatory compliance. Explanation: compliance with hazardous material regulations is essential for safety and legality. Question 16. What is the biggest challenge of integrating autonomous trucks into road freight operations? A. Fuel efficiency. B. Driver training. C. Regulatory approval. D. Warehouse automation. Correct answer: C. Regulatory approval. Explanation: regulatory concerns over safety and liability slow the adoption of autonomous trucks. Question 17. Which transportation mode is best suited for time-sensitive international shipments? A. Rail. B. Air. C. Road. D. Ocean. Correct answer: B. Air. Explanation: air freight is the fastest mode for international shipments, minimizing transit times. Question 18. What is a common reason for port congestion in ocean freight? A. Increased trade volumes. B. Low fuel prices. C. Lack of customs enforcement. D. Faster shipping speeds. Correct answer: A. increased trade volumes. Explanation: high cargo volumes can overwhelm port infrastructure, causing delays. Question 19. How does AI improve transportation management? A. Reduces regulatory requirements. B. Optimizes route planning. C. Eliminates fuel surcharges. D. Increases port congestion. Correct answer: B. Optimizes route planning. Explanation: AI enhances route efficiency, reducing fuel consumption and transit times. Question 20. What is the main advantage of using freight rail for bulk commodities? A. Faster transit times. B. Greater cost efficiency. C. Less regulatory oversight. D. Higher flexibility. Correct answer: B. Greater cost efficiency. Explanation: rail is more cost-efficient for bulk transport compared to road or air. Question 21. Which regulation governs international air cargo security? A. FMCSA. B. IMO 2020. C. ITA Dangerous Goods Regulations. D. CEPAT. Correct answer: C. ITA Dangerous Goods Regulations. Explanation: ITA's Dangerous Goods Regulations set safety and security standards for air cargo. Question 22. How do weight limits impact road freight costs? A. Increase vehicle fuel efficiency. B. Reduce cargo capacity per trip. C. Eliminate maintenance costs. D. Improve delivery speed. Correct answer: B. Reduce cargo capacity per trip. Explanation: weight limits restrict cargo loads, increasing the number of trips required. Question 23. Why is multimodal transport beneficial for long-distance shipments? A. Reduces customs documentation. B. Optimizes cost and transit time. C. Eliminates warehousing needs. D. Reduces trade restrictions. Correct answer: B. Optimizes cost and transit time. Explanation: combining multiple transport modes improves efficiency and cost-effectiveness. Question 24. What is a major limitation of ocean shipping for perishable goods? A. High shipping costs. B. Long transit times. C. Limited cargo security. D. High regulatory fees. Correct answer: B. Long transit times. Explanation: perishable goods require fast transit, making long ocean voyages unsuitable. Question 25. How do toll fees impact road freight costs? A. Increase direct transportation expenses. B. Reduce fuel consumption. C. Eliminate regulatory requirements. D. Improve road quality. Correct answer: A. Increase direct transportation expenses. Explanation: toll fees increase overall road freight expenses, especially for frequent routes. Question 26. What is a key advantage of using inland waterways for freight transport? A. Faster transit times. B. Lower environmental impact. C. Less infrastructure maintenance. D. Higher cargo security. Correct answer: B. Lower environmental impact. Explanation: inland waterways produce fewer emissions compared to road and rail transport. Question 27. Which transportation mode is least affected by fuel price fluctuations? A. Rail. B. Air. C. Ocean. D. Pipeline. Correct answer: D. Pipeline. Explanation: pipelines have lower operating costs and are less dependent on fuel price volatility. Question 28. What is the main reason for using high-speed rail in freight logistics? A. Reducing costs. B. Increasing transit speeds. C. Avoiding government regulations. D. Lowering maintenance costs. Correct answer: B. Increasing transit speeds. Explanation: high-speed rail enables faster delivery of goods, improving logistics efficiency. Question 29. How do trade tariffs impact transportation costs? A. Increase logistics expenses. B. Reduce fuel efficiency. C. Lower insurance costs. D. Improve customs clearance times. Correct answer. A. Increase logistics expenses. Explanation. Tariffs add extra costs to transported goods, affecting overall supply chain expenses. Question 30. What is a challenge in implementing Hyperloop transportation for cargo? A. High-speed inefficiency. B. Infrastructure investment costs. C. Lack of demand. D. Regulatory exemptions. Correct answer. B. Infrastructure investment costs. Explanation. Hyperloop requires significant infrastructure investment before commercial viability. And now with the final Module 9, Global Logistics Considerations. Question 1. Which global logistics infrastructure is most critical for reducing lead time in trans-Pacific trade? A. Suez Canal. B. Panama Canal. C. Trans-Siberian Railway. D. Arctic Shipping Route. Correct answer. B. Panama Canal. Explanation. The Panama Canal is a crucial trade route connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, significantly reducing transit time. Question 2. What is the primary advantage of using free trade zones, FTZs, in global logistics? A. Avoiding customs duties permanently. B. Enhancing inventory tracking. C. Deferring duties and taxes. D. Eliminating VAT on exports. Correct answer. C. Deferring duties and taxes. Explanation. FTZs allow companies to defer duties and taxes until goods are moved into domestic markets, improving cash flow. Question 3. How does blockchain improve global logistics security? A. Increases shipment visibility. B. Reduces counterfeit risks. C. Enhances traceability and compliance. D. All of the above. Correct answer. D. All of the above. Explanation. Blockchain enhances traceability, reduces fraud, and provides real-time visibility into global supply chains. Question 4. What is a major challenge in intermodal logistics for global trade? A. Limited container tracking technology. B. Inconsistent intermodal connectivity. C. Over-reliance on air transport. D. Low cargo theft risks. Correct answer. B. Inconsistent intermodal connectivity. Explanation. Differences in infrastructure and regulations between countries make seamless intermodal logistics challenging. Question 5. A company exporting pharmaceuticals to the EU needs fast-track customs clearance. Which compliance certification would best support this? A. ISO 9001. B. EO. C. GMP. D. TAPA. Correct answer. B. EO. Explanation. The Authorized Economic Operator, AEO, program facilitates faster and more secure customs clearance for trusted businesses. Question 6. Under which Incoterm does the buyer take responsibility for all costs and risks once the goods leave the seller's premises? A. CIF. B. EXW. C. DDP. D. FOB. Correct answer. B. EXW. Explanation. EXWorks, EXW, places the entire responsibility on the buyer from the seller's location onward. Question 7. Which trade agreement replaced NAFTA to enhance North American trade? A. CPTPP. B. ASEAN. C. USMCA. D. Mercosur. Correct answer. C. USMCA. Explanation. The United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, replaced NAFTA to modernize trade regulations. Question 8. Which organization oversees the Harmonized System, HS, code classification for customs? A. World Trade Organization. B. World Customs Organization. C. International Chamber of Commerce. D. United Nations. Correct answer, B. World Customs Organization. Explanation: the World Customs Organization, WCO, manages the HS code system for international tariff classification. Question 9. What is the primary function of a bonded warehouse in global trade? A. Storing goods before paying duties. B. Avoiding import duties permanently. C. Selling goods without customs clearance. D. Reducing logistics costs by outsourcing storage. Correct answer: A. Storing goods before paying duties. Explanation: bonded warehouses allow storage of imported goods without paying duties until they are moved into domestic markets. Question 10. Why are HS codes crucial in customs clearance? A. They ensure proper trade agreement application. B. They help classify goods for correct tariffs. C. They prevent misdeclarations in customs filings. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. Explanation: HS codes classify goods to apply accurate tariffs, enforce trade agreements, and prevent customs fraud. Question 11. What is a common reason for customs clearance delays? A. Incorrect shipping labels. B. Incomplete documentation. C. Overloaded customs checkpoints. D. Poor warehouse conditions. Correct answer: B. Incomplete documentation. Explanation: missing or incorrect customs documents can cause significant delays in global trade. Question 12. Which Incoterm places the highest risk on the seller? A. EXW. B. CIF. C. DDP. D. FOB. Correct answer: C. DDP. Explanation: delivered duty paid, DDP, requires the seller to cover all costs and risks up to final delivery. Question 13. What is a major concern when exporting to emerging markets? A. Strict customs enforcement. B. Currency volatility. C. Advanced infrastructure. D. Digital trade regulations. Correct answer: B. Currency volatility. Explanation: currency fluctuations in emerging markets can create financial risks for exporters. Question 14. Which document proves origin for preferential trade agreements? A. Bill of lading. B. Commercial invoice. C. Certificate of origin. D. Packing list. Correct answer: C. Certificate of origin. Explanation: the certificate of origin verifies that goods qualify for preferential tariff treatment under trade agreements. Question 15. What is a key function of a customs broker? A. Transporting goods. B. Classifying tariffs and handling documentation. C. Negotiating trade agreements. D. Inspecting cargo at ports. Correct answer: B. Classifying tariffs and handling documentation. Explanation: customs brokers specialize in handling documentation, tariff classifications, and regulatory compliance. Question 16. How can companies mitigate foreign exchange risk in global trade? A. Using forward contracts. B. Raising product prices. C. Avoiding international transactions. D. Relying on stable currencies. Correct answer: A. Using forward contracts. Explanation: forward contracts lock in exchange rates to reduce financial risk from currency fluctuations. Question 17. Which financial instrument is commonly used to guarantee international payment security? A. Open account. B. Letter of credit. C. Invoice factoring. D. Bank guarantee. Correct answer: B. Letter of credit. Explanation: letters of credit provide payment security by ensuring funds are available before shipment. Question 18. Which trade finance method improves cash flow by selling unpaid invoices to a third party? A. Bank loan. B. Factoring. C. Trade credit insurance. D. Open account. Correct answer, B. Factoring. Explanation. Factoring allows companies to receive immediate cash by selling receivables to a financial institution. Question 19. What is the purpose of the IMO sulfur cap regulation? A. Reduce marine pollution. B. Lower ocean freight costs. C. Increase fuel efficiency. D. Promote biofuels. Correct answer, A. Reduce marine pollution. Explanation. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, sulfur cap aims to reduce sulfur emissions from ships. Question 20. Which initiative promotes paperless trade and digital customs processing? A. TIR Convention. B. AEO Certification. C. Single Window System. D. Incoterms 2020. Correct answer, C. Single Window System. Explanation. The single window system enables electronic submission of customs documents, reducing processing times. Question 21. What is the main advantage of using AI in customs risk assessment? A. Automates cargo transportation. B. Improves duty collection. C. Enhances fraud detection and security screening. D. Reduces customs workforce. Correct answer, C. Enhances fraud detection and security screening. Explanation. AI enhances security by detecting anomalies in trade documentation and shipments. Question 22. Which factor affects tariff classifications the most? A. Cargo weight. B. Product materials in use. C. Country of shipment. D. Packaging type. Correct answer, B. Product materials in use. Explanation. Tariff classifications are based primarily on product composition and intended use. Question 23. Why is trade credit insurance important for exporters? A. Protects against non-payment by buyers. B. Reduces currency risks. C. Eliminates customs fees. D. Lowers shipping costs. Correct answer, A. Protects against non-payment by buyers. Explanation. Trade credit insurance safeguards exporters from buyer defaults. Question 24. Which of the following is a duty deferral strategy? A. Prepaying duties. B. Using bonded warehouses. C. Increasing export volumes. D. Registering for VAT refunds. Correct answer, B. Using bonded warehouses. Explanation. Bonded warehouses allow companies to defer duties until goods enter domestic markets. Question 25. What is the main compliance challenge in cross-border e-commerce? A. High shipping costs. B. Complex VAT regulations. C. Lack of digital payment options. D. Weak customer demand. Correct answer, B. Complex VAT regulations. Explanation. VAT and customs compliance creates significant challenges for cross-border e-commerce businesses. Question 26. Which trade facilitation program focuses on reducing customs processing times through trusted trader status? A. CPAT. B. AEO. C. TIR Convention. D. GATT. Correct answer, B. AEO. Explanation. Authorized Economic Operator, AEO, programs streamline customs clearance for certified companies. Question 27. What is the main risk of relying on a single international supplier? A. High logistics costs. B. Supplier bankruptcy. C. Reduced import duties. D. Easier inventory management. Correct answer, B. Supplier bankruptcy. Explanation. Supplier bankruptcy can disrupt global supply chains if alternative sources are unavailable. Question 28. Which Incoterm requires the seller to arrange and pay for transportation to the buyer's port, but not for import duties? A. EXW. B. FOB. C. CIF. D. DDP. Correct answer, C. CIF. Explanation: cost, insurance, and freight. CIF covers delivery to the buyer's port but excludes import duties. Question 29. How does IoT enhance global logistics? A. Reduces fuel consumption. B. Improves real-time tracking and asset visibility. C. Lowers customs tariffs. D. Eliminates trade compliance requirements. Correct answer, B. Improves real-time tracking and asset visibility. Explanation: IoT enhances logistics by providing real-time shipment tracking and asset management. Question 30. Which regulatory body enforces U.S. export controls? A. Department of Commerce. B. Federal Reserve. C. U.S. Customs and Border Protection. D. International Trade Commission. Correct answer, A. Department of Commerce. Explanation: the U.S. Department of Commerce enforces export controls through the Bureau of Industry and Security, BS. Thank you for joining me in this CLTD study session. I hope these questions and explanations have helped reinforce your understanding of the material. Remember, mastering the CLTD requires consistent practice and thorough review of the concepts we've covered. To make your final review easier, you can download the complete set of CLTD materials. This includes the comprehensive study ebook, detailed multiple-choice questions, and a glossary of key terms, directly from the description below. Also, don't forget to explore the previous videos in the CLTD playlist to reinforce your knowledge even further. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Stay tuned for upcoming videos and additional resources to help you succeed in your CLTD journey.